Zone 2 is essentially that low intensity, long, steady state, cyclic type of cardio that you just do over and over again. And so the purpose of this video to basically just summarize a lot of the benefits, because I do think that if you're watching this video and you're doing any type of training, any sport that you're training for, any sort of athletic trait that you're trying to improve, steady state cardio, zone 2 cardio is going to be very beneficial for your development and your performance long term. And so the three sort of main benefits that are going to come from zone 2 training, low intensity cardio training, are going to be cardiovascular benefits and recovery benefits. Benefits basically being the heart. When you're doing low intensity exercise, your heart has more time to basically stretch and fill with blood because it's beating at a lower heart rate. And so when you're doing pieces at 135 to 140 beats per minute, maybe upwards of 150, but typically in those lower zones, you're basically allowing your heart to stretch, fill with blood, and then you get these big squeezes for each heartbeat. And as you're exercising, you need oxygen for prolonged activity. And so allowing your heart to fill with blood is the main oxygen carrier. And so over time of doing consistent low intensity exercises, your heart basically increases its stroke volume. So per heartbeat, your heart can now basically pump more blood, which means more oxygen per the same heartbeat that you were doing before. And so as a byproduct, let's talk athletic performance. Over time, that wattage that you're holding at 140 beats per minute, your body's now going to get more efficient. You're going to get more oxygen per heartbeat. So you're probably actually going to be able to maintain a slightly higher wattage. And in turn, that's directly going to improve your performance output for that specific intensity. Now, the other two things, these are basically going to be blood and oxygen delivery to the muscles. Capillarization is sort of the first term that sticks out. This basically means that you're going to have an increased density of capillaries, which are essentially just tiny blood vessels within muscle tissue. And so this is an obvious benefit, as this is able to bring oxygen in and remove toxins during exercise. And the next one, improving mitochondrial density. We've all joked about in grade school, even university, about how mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And so in the terms of exercise physiology and performance, mitochondria is what helps produce a lot of that ATP and energy you need for exercise. And so doing longer steady state exercise, you're basically increasing the concentration of mitochondria, which in turn is also going to improve your body's ability to give you energy. And then the last thing, just to wrap up this video, is going to be recovery. Now that you kind of got all of these background systems in place, your heart's able to pump out more blood per heartbeat. You're able to spread and get blood more efficiently and effectively throughout your body. Your body's going to be more efficient at recovery, whether it's after a training session and then recovering between the next training session or between sets. So the best example of this would be in a sport game, competition. Let's say you're playing basketball, you have a timeout. Those recovery systems that you've built in are going to help you basically get ready to go back on the court a lot quicker. And as always, if you want to learn more about this, shoot me a DM or click the link in my bio, and you can request access to my online athletic performance academy, where my goal is to basically just turn you into the best athletic individual that I can. So if this is something that interests you, let's get to work.